we start to do the calibration for the head overlap, the gap between each print head. Because the print head, for example, the color print head, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 print heads. One print head, the width only 33 centimeters. So we need to increase more print head to join together to get the maximum enlarge the width for the printing width. So we need to adjust the gap, the cover gap between each print head edge. So now we just go to software and we choose to print the head overlap image. And we put the paper at the bottom of the printing head. And waiting for 100% finish, then we can start print. Then we can get a picture printed out like this. So from here we can see forehead, we will get 3 lines. If you 10 head, we get 9 lines. So here's H1 is here, H2, H3, H4. This H2, head 2, and H3, and head 4. H1 is empty because H1 as standard position, no change. So between head 1 and head 2, the lines we can find out which line is closed. We can see the 6 and 7. 7 is closed. We get number by 7. And H3, between H3 and H2, the gap we can find out 18 is the best. So we get number by 18. It's closed, or close. And between head 3 and head 4, you can get 1 or 0. 1 is the best. So we get number by 1. So 7, 18, and 1. So this is for all the color. One head, all color. And then we just go to the software. We go to calibrate and head overlap. So the first head here, between the first head and the second head is 7. So we put 7 here. Now we just load alignment. Later, if the quality not good, we need to print a picture and a little alignment. And between the number 2 and 3 is 18. We put 18 here, or 18 like this. And number 3 is 0 or 1. So we put by 0 or 1. And we click set and save. And then we print along again and be sure it's 0 is good. Or we put a picture to confirm the calibration. After we do the calibration, then we can start to load the picture and test the print to check if the alignment is good. So first we got to go to advanced set and we choose rip set and we do some setting before we rip a file. Also the picture must, if you want to print white ink and color ink, we must do the spot channel from Photoshop. So when we go to the Photoshop, we can see the picture, we already make spot channel. we must be sure the picture we already make spot channel here. The channel here we have spot channel for wet, for color for wet. And we open the eyes and we save as TIFF. And then we go to flip set. And first we print the color without white ink. So first we choose the resolution. For example, right now we want to print a picture with middle at the large dot, 600 times 1200 dpi. The more high resolution you print, the ink will be more, the color will be more dark. And middle dot, the color will be dark. The larger dot, middle large dot, the color will be dark than middle dot. We choose middle large dot, 600 times 1200. And then here's really important. The ink we choose CMYK, and here the half tone must match with the ICC profile. So we must also choose middle large dot, 2-bit middle large dot selection. If here we choose middle dot, for example, here we choose middle dot, and here we also must choose middle dot by 2-bit middle. So to match with the ICC profile. So right now we just choose middle large dot, 600 times 1200 dpi for test. So here we also choose 2-bit middle large dot selection. Use the selection. And DPI here also must match with this app DPI. And if we choose 600 times 2200 here, we must add, we choose here don't have the resolution to match with this resolution. We must click editor and add XDPI, we put 600. And where DPI we choose by, we put 2200. Then okay. So here we have a new resolution. Please remember the resolution here, maximum resolution, cannot bigger than the resolution here, the code resolution. The code resolution maximum is 2200. So it only support resolutions more than 2200. Maximum is, so the maximum resolution is this one. We add 600 but 2200. This is the maximum resolution. Maximum resolution is here. Sorry. We need to delete and add again is 600 times 2200. Okay, then here we get the new resolution here, and here also we can choose the new resolution to match with this resolution. So now we just choose middle large dot 600 times 1200 dpi for test. Here we also choose 2-bit middle large selection, and here the resolution, because the IC profile resolution is 600 times 1200. Here also choose 600 1200 and white ink close. If you want to print white ink on the black material, or you want to print TTF, you need to choose spot channel or close. And if you print white ink, you need to click on the bleeding. We can put 0.15 for prevent overlap. This is not all, no change, no setting, close. And here we choose custom size, and we can print the size we want. The maximum size for the maximum print size for the picture is according to the printed head quantity. One Epson i3200 print head maximum print size is 33 millimeter. So if you 10 print head, maximum is 32 centimeter. So now we put four color print head, so maximum is 130. and we choose equal scale, and then OK, click OK to confirm and save. And then we open and load the picture we want to print. Here we choose the picture of the rib scale, and here we set Y margin 0, X margin 0. X margin is the distance between the edge of the first printed head and the sides, the sub printed head position. Y margin we put 0, and here we choose auto trigger. If you print it by low-to-low material, choose auto trigger. If you print it by pieces, detected by the sensor, meter detected by the laser sensor here, red dot here. So you need to choose by trigger sign. So now we print it by low-to-low, we just use auto trigger. And here we can choose the set gap between each picture. For example, we print it by 10 millimeter. So each print head, the gap is 10. We print it by 3 pieces. We put 3 copies. And here order we choose order. Repeat is for print more picture joined together to print all at the same time. If one picture more copies, we just choose order. And copies 3, click set. We must click set. And then we choose the file, and here it becomes 3. And we click print. And we just waiting for 100% finish. And now it shows send finish. And here we must pay attention to that. If you choose the auto trigger, we must put the media at the bottom of the print head. If you choose here we choose the is trigger sign, so you need to put the media beyond the sensor, the laser sensor here. We must put the media here, start from here. So remember, trigger sign, we start from here. Auto trigger, we put the media at the bottom of the printed head. After we put media, and then we can start print. Now we can see we get a 3 picture printed out. But from picture we can see here the color, here the gap overlap. Here is have empty nozzles. Here have covered nozzles. Here have empty. So that means the alignment not good. Here we need to open. Here we need to reduce the number. Then reduce the number for nozzle. Here we need to increase the number to close the channel. So here we can see here the first print head, second, third, 1, 2, 3 have cover and overlap. So we just go to control software. We go to advanced set. We go to calibrate, and we go to color. We go to head overlap here. We change the number. Number 1 we need to reduce, because number 1 we have empty lines, white lines. We reduce by 4, and for cyan we also reduce to 5. This number we need to adjust step by step to double check. Number 1 print head magenta keep to 4, yellow we reduce to 6, and number 2 print head yellow. Number 2 print head white will not change. This white print head we go to number 2 color here. This is number 1, number 2. Is we go to number 2, KCMY, 00, no change. And number 3, the what also will change. We need to increase by 12 and increase reduce the number here. After we put the new number here, then we click set. And here we choose enclosure mode 3 and save. And then we print the same picture again. We use the Chico sign, auto sign to print. Then we start print. Here we can see lines disappear and have a little bit, so we need to increase more to adjust. You can see here the difference. This is the first alignment. This before, this after, this line disappear. And here, that means here we still need to reduce the number and increase the number to alignment. By step. So this, the gap for empty, for wet gap or for black cover lines, we need to do the calibration from here. From calibrate and head overlap to alignment step by step. So the first one already for here, for the first one already done. And the second color we need to change from here. We need to change from here. The second white, second color here. So we put here is we need to reduce number. We can increase by 4, 5, 4, 5. So, and the last one between number 3 and number 4, we need to reduce the number. So number 3, white. Here, number 3 we need to reduce. 之前它是0嘛，就像之前那个嘛。We can reduce by 1 or 0. You put 1. And we set and print again to be sure all the lines disappear. So here, after we already finished the fine calibration for each print head, each color print head, and each channel, each color channel for each print head, from here, from the calibrate head overlap the gap between each print head, the gap of here, the first print head, second print head, number 3, number 4, the gap for each print head overlap. From the software is the first printer here is empty because the first print head always be the standard print head, no change. And then number 2 print head here, number 2 print head KCMY, and then go to number 2 print head, color print head here, and then go to number 3 print head KCMY. We change to 1 or 1. After we set like this, and then we print the same image and we print it again. We print 3 copies. And we print it again. We put paper on at the bottom of the print head. So this is after calibration. Let me compare the before and after. This before, we can see have line. Before, number 1, number 2, number 3 print heads, number 1, number 2 print have white lines and black lines. After we fine calibrate the parameter, the line disappear. The size is 13 centimeter for 3 print head, color print head. So just remember, if you meet the white lines, you just reduce the parameter. If you get the black lines, you just increase the number. White reduce, black increase. So just remember, if you have white lines, you just reduce the parameter from the head overlap. If you have black lines for the connection, you just increase the parameter. To be sure, no white lines and no black lines for the printed picture. So this is all the procedure to do the head overlap for each print head gap calculation.